What is up, Comic Mafia? I am Dope, and this is Dope Comics on the YouTube channel. I am your stupid leader, back again with another great episode. I've been to my local comic shop, I've been around the world, baby, and I am back to put on a show for you. This is show 86. I was only going to do 100 of these things. Started in February. I said, I'll do 100. But I'm kind of liking it. So I don't know. I might hang around a little longer. But for now, let's take that magic comic ride. Ooze on out to Party Town. Stop by Comic Book Lane. Yeah. What do we want to do first here in Comic Town at the Comic Hacienda? Let's do some questions that I got asked on IG and on the YouTube. First one, Chi-Town Tommy. He says, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Well, of course, I've thought about this many nights laying in my bed, and I want to teleport. Teleport anywhere. If I want tacos, pow! Next thing you know, I'm in San Diego eating some shrimp tacos. If I want to go to the comic book store, pow! Next thing you know, I'm in Manhattan Comics in fucking Manhattan City, I guess. I could go where I want and do what I wanted to do. When I was little, I wanted to be invisible. But I was creepy when I was little. And I don't want to be invisible no more. Because that's just creeping and spying on people. And when I got older, I thought, well, I wanted to fly. But you still, from here to California, that's a good, 6 or 7 hours flying. That's exhausting. I want to teleport. Teleport's where it's at. I don't want to read people's thoughts because I don't want to know what everybody's thinking, because I definitely don't want everybody to know what I'm thinking. So I would hate to know that I could read everybody's thoughts, because I probably wouldn't like nobody. So my special power would be teleportation. I don't really know what that was, but I guess that's how I would teleport. But anyway, Betty from IG Cafeteria writes, what is your favorite sandwich? My favorite sandwich, I got 3 of them I really like. I really like a Reuben, a corned beef Reuben, not a freaking turkey Reuben, a corned beef Reuben. I really like a Cuban. Cuban is like a pulled pork with some sliced ham on there, and usually some bacon or some kind of pork chop, and you got to have it on the grilled toast. And I also like a fried bologna sandwich, a big old thick piece of bologna steak with some Texas toast buttered up with some cheese on there, kind of like a grilled cheese with fried bologna on it. A little hot sauce and Miracle Whip. Not none of that damn Dukes or none of that mayo. We want Miracle Whip. The fancy stuff. Next, we got Sandy Salad. She writes, Johnny Depp or Jackie Chan? In what? If I'm going by looks, I'm definitely picking Jackie Chan. If I'm going with who I want to party with, I'm picking Jackie Chan. If I'm going with who all the girls want in Vegas, I'm going Jackie Chan. So I guess it's a trifecta, baby. We're going Jackie Chan. Who's the toughest? Jackie Chan. Jackie wins every category. Johnny don't win anything. Johnny's just a loser. So anyway, the only cool Johnny is the Johnny from Karate Kid, not Johnny Depp. Anyway, the next question comes from Tito. Tito writes, favorite superhero? My favorite superhero of all time is an Image character, and not Spawn, not Savage Dragon. My favorite superhero of all time is Geiger. If you didn't read Geiger in 2019, going into 2020, you need to go get you some Geiger. It's probably the best thing I read that year. It pulled at my heartstrings because it's a dad story. If you ain't a dad, you probably won't like Geiger. But Geiger is the best story, the best superhero. And I hope Jeff Johns comes back out with some more Geiger. Anyway, moving right along. Went to the store, picked up some books. And one thing I like to do, whatever character you're looking for, you need to think out of the box sometimes. If you go over there and you look at Man-Thing and you can't find no Man-Thing, think out of the box. Maybe there's some cool covers for Man-Thing in the Marvel Age section. People usually don't go there because they don't know about that kind of stuff. If you're over in the Predator section, you can't find no cool Predator books. what you got to do, you got to go over to Dark Horse Presents, and they got cool covers. You always got to think out of the box. There's, Marvel stuff. There's all kinds of Marvel Presents. Think out of the box, fellas. But anyway, I went over and looked in the Dark Horse Comics, and I found this cool classic cover I've been looking for. This is Dark Horse Comics 1. I almost bought this on eBay, but I would have paid more for shipping than ended up paying for this book at the store. So I paid $4 for this Dark Horse Comics book. And it's a beautiful Predator cover. How can you not love Predator? Shoot. I think Predator is a word we say every day on here these days. We picked up another Phantom. This one here is the Devil's Children, baby. I don't see no Devil's Children. I see a Hawaiian girl. And it looks like she's probably dead, floating around in the sea of abyss and lava. And then we got this Phantom. This is a Charleston 25 Center 69. He's looking cool in his striped Speedos and his scuba gear. He's got a torch. The other guy's got a genie sword. Who's going to win? We got to read it to find out, without a doubt. Next, we got what all nightmares are made of. Eclipse Comics Nightmares. Running through the graveyard from a guy in pajamas and a goat head. He's got a butter knife, but he's going to kill you. So, this is Eclipse Comics Nightmares. The goat with the butter knife. So, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Then we got Las Mamas, El Cerricho de la Manana, number 52, the zombie cover. This is a good book. This guy right here. So, I think he's probably a security guard, shooting his gun in the air. It's too late. The mummy has took you out, brother. The mummy is looking pretty flexed. Flexed on you, senor. Next, we got one of my favorite Incredible Hulk stories. I've got a couple of copies of this. This is Incredible Hulk number 272. It's all about the Wendigo. Wendigo is one of my favorite characters when done right. He walks around the Canadian forest out in the snow, and he just kills people. And if anybody eats Wendigo meat, they become a Wendigo. And I think it's this story. There's some people hunting in a cabin in Canada, and they are snowed in and trapped in, and they have to survive, and they end up eating some Wendigo meat, and they become Wendigos. But this is a great story. It's got Sasquatch in it, got Wendigo, and it's got Hulk, and you can actually see the real sizes of them. A lot of times people draw Wendigo the same size as Hulk, kind of like on the cover of 181. That ain't real. This is a real size, people. Shit, look how big damn Sasquatch is. Alpha Flight for life. Next, we got Incredible Hulk, king size annual. 6, 5, I think that's what that was. This one here, second appearance of Groot. We got Diablo, Taboo, Goom, Blimp, and Titan, and Hulk. So we got a nice cover here. 7 of our favorite monsters. A little Incredible Hulk action. And the last book, man, I meant to show this last week when I got my Sgt Rock versus the Army of the Dead. I was going to say Army of the Darkness, but it's Sgt Rock versus the Army of the Dead. I bought 2 issues of number 1. I bought the classic A or maybe B cover, whatever it is I showed last week. And I bought the sealed bag that I planned on opening live on the air last time. But it would have been live, but you know what I'm saying. And I forgot to open the bag. So I went on a Gary B. the Casual Comic Guy's channel a couple nights ago. Opened that mother up, and here's what we got. We got the gruesome cover. We got old Sgt Rock blowing a hole through the back of somebody's head. Here is an eyeball. Here is some teeth. And there's where his brains used to be. So this is Sgt Rock versus Army of the Dead. Uno gruesome gore cover. And then the last thing I want to talk to y'all about is, if you're a cheapskate like I am, a lot of people say, bro, you need to go out and buy ASM 120. It's one of the greatest ASM stories ever told. And I don't want 120. I live 1 through 100, and don't really care about Gwen Stacy, but I hear it over and over and over and over. And, and I get on there and I try to find a reader copy. And it's still too high for a reader copy. I don't care about ASM 120. And then there's other books I like I know not too long ago. Let me just show the books. But there's these books I like, and I wanted to read the story. And I didn't want to pay all that much money for them because I don't care about the books. I just want to read the story. So have y'all ever went out and just looked around and looked around and looked around on eBay till you could find like just the cheapest beat up copy and buy it for $2 or $3 or something? That's what I do all the time. So I wanted to read 120, and I found this junky old book. It's all missing. It's all tore up, missing crap. Cover's gone. But you know what? I got to read 120 for about $2. So it was worth it. And I kept it all these years. I got it during 2020. I was trying to find things to read. But I love to find books like this with water damage and beat up, because I just want to read the story in a lot of these books. I don't want to pay the big prices for them. So a lot of times if you just stay true to your game, you can find them cheap. Here's another one. This weird mystery here. This is Weird Mystery 2. And I guess it's a cross collectible. And it's supposed to be a true story about the Titanic. And you got Titanic collectors buying this book. You got weird mystery people buying this book. And I didn't want to get on YouTube and pay $20 for a weird mystery book. But I found this copy. Can you see how wrinkled up and beat up it is? It's got water damage. But guess what? I got to read the story for $2 because it's all beat up with water damage. And I don't care. And then the last one that I went out and got a skank copy. I've been wanting Hulk number 197. And it's Hulk versus Man-Thing. And every time I get online to find the thing, it's $40 or something. And I didn't want to pay that. I just want to read the story and find out if Man-Thing beats the crap out of Hulk. And so I was happy this week in the mail. I was able to get Hulk versus Man-Thing. After standing my ground, not paying a lot of money, I finally got a copy of this for how much? What does that say right there, guys? $3 because of water damage. $3 for water damage. I don't care if it's water damage. I'm just going to read the book. So don't pay $40 for something you want to read. Hang on. You'll find a beat up, water damaged, torn up copy, and you can read it and enjoy it for $3. So I love to find these old kind of books that are beat up with water damage that I can just enjoy and read them. A reader beater. A reader beater. Reader beater. Reader beater. I don't know what that was. Something just kind of took over me. And I just made a new rap song called Reader Beater. But anyway, we are under 13 minutes. Like that button down there, even if you didn't like it. Subscribe today. Leave me some questions down there that you want answered for next week. And I might just answer them. Or I might not. I don't know, but I can't if you don't leave them down below. And until the next time, I'll see you again beneath the blackened sky.